What's up, everyone? This is JP from Team Meta Squad, Meta Club, whichever we call ourselves. It's gonna be a deck profile based off of my second place championship that I won at the shop championship. There's about 28 players. The first 5 rounds were the best of threes, and then the top was a single elimination. Um, just wanted to go ahead and just give an insight on my deck and how I did over there. Before we do get onto it, I did fairly well. My siding actually came in clutch for me. I kind of played differently. I didn't rely on sell as much as I usually would, and it was pretty intense. I played, I believe, about 13 games if I calculated that correctly. But it was about 12, not 12, but about 10 hours. It was pretty good. It was pretty cool. I told my team captain that I'll see you in the finals, and I was like super dedicated to that, and so I made sure I made it to the finals. You saw his deck profile earlier. Marco definitely beat me. He shut me down super hard. He played a different style that I haven't really faced. I've seen it, I just never really watched it to the point where I knew that was gonna happen to me. But hey, all I wanted to do was just make it to the finals and face him. I didn't even really want to win, to be honest. Like, as long as I could face him, that's all I really wanted. But yeah, we're gonna get on to the deck profile. I'll just tell you what's good about the deck, and then I'll just show you my side, and we'll go from there. Also, I'm sorry if I keep moving this phone. Wasn't able to make the deck profile at the shop today. Things came up, so I'll be doing it from home. So alright, let's get into it. So I played the Android leaders, of course, and you know, I'm super comfortable with androids because that was my first deck. Well, not really. It was Cell that was my first deck, but it's kind of the same thing. Just androids is way better than I thought. I was super defensive about playing androids in the beginning. My team captain and all my other friends and teammates told me that, hey, androids are really good, and I'm over here stubborn saying, nah, they suck. But now that I play it, I'm just like, wow. When I used to play Cell, I went to a different tournament where I got clapped by 2 androids. I was like, wow, so this is how good it is. So I switched, and now I fully understand. So let's get into it. So first of all, I'm playing the black cards, 2 Masked Sands and 2 Time Patrol. I never really got to use the Masked Sand that much. I sided him out a lot, and he was just there. I never put him as energy, but he was just there for like maybe combo material. Time Patrol's Trunks helps me set up a little bit, seeing if I do draw into like a 5 or 7 drop, then I can place it at the bottom of the deck and just get the cards I need. As for the Cell engine, I went 4-3-4. Why did I go 4-3-4? Got some tips. You know, I usually draw the 7 drop a lot, and I don't want to see it a lot. Like, I'm okay with going to the 5 drop, and even if I draw the 5 drop, I'm okay with hard summoning it, because it gets to the point where I can do that. So, like, having at least the 4th 7 drop really helps. So this is pretty standard. You would want this in your deck. I didn't really use a Cell chain that much, especially against like a yellow deck. I go more into the Android lineup, so the Cells are just there unless I bait out all the Bloodlust. But that's pretty much it. As for the Android lineup, I went 7 17s. Why did I go 7 17s? I was comfortable with it. I actually loved seeing the 17s. This card was MVP of like the whole tournament. It's helped me a lot, especially Chilling Terror. That card was alright. If I was able to summon in turn 2, I was happy. I made sure it stayed on the board for a while. But Twin Brother with the Twin Sister going for game, it was so nice. Just having a 20 beater 2 drop and just using their effects to just go back into active and swing and just dump in their hand because they have no choice because this deck is super aggro. So it was pretty good. Expanded Energy 17 I really didn't even use. He was more of energy fodder as well as siding out, so I never really got to use him. I never get his effect going. But that's just the 17s. I ran 6 18s, 4 twins, 2 exterminating. I'm not gonna lie, I only used around 5 18s, but exterminate energy is actually pretty busted. I got into 1 game, actually it was in a single elimination when I made it to top 8. My first game in single elimination, I brought out 2 Android, exterminating energy, Android 18, and I just kept swinging, making them drop their hands. So it was pretty good, especially when my opponent used Weeze Corrosion. He dropped a card, then he had to drop another card, and then I swinged again. He had no choice but to do that again, or he takes a double strike and lose. So that card was super busted, especially with a twin brother on the field. I just keep on swinging, so that's a pretty good card. Twin sister, pretty standard. With the twin brother, just straight up combo for days. The Tengeipoo standard or boost. I ran 3 Sun Goten because, as you can see right there, I have the Mighty Mass. But it's pretty good because I can summon at turn 3 if I don't have a cell. When I summon him, I get to attack, then auto go off to search the top 7 of my deck for a Trunks, add that to my hand, and when I'm done, I can go ahead and bring this card back to my hand at the very end, or just during my main phase. So not only did I plus by having a Trunks in my hand, I also had this card come back to my hand, so I can use that as a combo material. Tien, never used. Energy Fodder, I hate this card. I'm actually gonna cut this out and put in like the 4th Big Lips and something else. Red lineup. 4 Mighty Mass because you want to see your Goten and Trunks. Saiyan Kappa to awaken yourself and double strike and go aggro. And Leap to the Future Trunks just to have in your hand based off of Mighty Mask. And then the last 2, which is Vado's Assistance, which actually came in clutch so many games. I didn't know how good this card was, but I had a friend that I made at ARG State at Corpus Christi. He told me to run this card. This card actually helped him get to top 8. I think he won the event, and he gave me a lot of tips because there's not many Android players out there, or not where I play at, so I don't really get that many good advice about Android. So we talked a lot, and he actually gave me the idea to run Vado's Assistance as well as Sun Goten. But as for the sides, I just say I ran 3 Gotenks, 3 full power energy, 2 Sun Gotens, 2 16s, and 4 Jackals. But with details, this card is the MVP of siding. People didn't expect it coming. I didn't think it was gonna work. I had a friend that gave me tips on, just side this card and it's actually gonna help you. So basically, he's a 4-drop if you Union Fusion by placing 1 Goten and 1 Trunks with the same power level at the drop area to summon this card. He's basically a Gohan and whatever other card, basically. Okay, basically, he just KOs the cards and draws 2 cards. And he's a 25 beater, so like PVG says, if you want to see a card with 2500 attack, that's pretty good, and especially a 4-drop if you were able to summon it. So I'm basically ditching 2 cards in my hand just to draw 2 more, and that's a plus to me. Also, I get a KO, and it's double strike, and also if I wanted a combo, cost 0 to combo. I set in the 3 full power energy just in case I went against Frieza, which was really rare, but if I wanted to, they swing at me, which is pretty weird if they were to swing first, I would just negate the attack and then just KO one of their 1-drops, which really shuts them down. Actually, really kind of doesn't help them, so it's pretty good. Never sided this card in, so it's just there. Android 16 actually was pretty good, and I'm not gonna lie, he did work. He put in work, so he was really good. Jackos, he's just there, to be honest. I didn't really use him at all. But overall, this is my oops. Give me a second. I didn't expect to have. Oh, there we go. So overall, this is my Android deck. It's gonna change extremely, like a lot, like big time, once a new set comes out on March 9th. I ordered 6 boxes, so hopefully I can make a new Android deck. I'm leaning towards mono green, as well as a second version using the mirror leader, so I have multiple deck ideas ready just to make a new deck. But overall, this is my favorite. I'm actually gonna miss running red green. Maybe red green will still be good, but at the moment I'm not thinking it will be that great. But that's my opinion. I still like this deck, so this deck is pretty busted. And oh, I'm pretty sure people are gonna wonder why, but I didn't run any Jaros. Why? Cause he's a 2-drop, yeah, and you get to search your card. But I thought he was a neg. I wanted more 17s and 18s, so I replaced the 4 Giros for 118, 117, and 2 TNs. And it actually turned out really well because I didn't really neg much. It actually plussed a lot, so I'm actually pretty glad I made that decision at the last minute before the tournament started. So this is my second place deck. I won at Cytex Gaming and got second place. It was pretty good. I enjoyed all the matches I had. I believe the hardest matchup I ever had was actually against my team captain. He was the most difficult person to face, but I like facing him because he brings out the best of me, even though I got shut down so hard. But it just shows that the guy is super good, and props to Marco for bringing out the best in me. I was super happy to face him. Also enjoyed facing my other teammate Omar made it to top 4 as well, and he went against Marco before I did, so that game determined who I was going to face in the finals. I'm super glad at Omar for making it there. Thing is, he didn't run no results in the results of training in his Goku Tech, and he still won, so big props to him. Super glad I was able to face him earlier on. But yeah, pretty much it. This is my deck. It's pretty amazing in my opinion. I'm a big Androids fan. I mean, if you know me, you know that this is my deck. Like, people will be like, oh, are you playing Androids? I'm like, yeah, pretty much. Like, I don't really like playing any other decks, but yeah, this is my deck, and hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching. You guys have a wonderful night or day or whatever. But yeah, take care, guys.